Welcome back. Ben, we're back. Welcome back. Ben,
Welcome back.
We are one episode. We're behind. It's been a while since we missed an episode.
It's all part of the greater plan.
That's it.
The right amount of episodes are out at the right time.
That's right.
As deemed by the TVA.
Yeah, that's right. So Ben was the one who tweeted at Welcome Back the Wire, Welcome Back Wire, at Welcome Back Wire all over the social media world. He was the one that tweeted at us, and he said he missed us, and we missed you too, Ben. Thanks for being a faithful listener.
Thanks. Fluff.
Yeah.
Right? That's the right Ben?
It's true. We haven't had this discussion yet.
I took a gamble.
Yeah, you were correct. You did it. So, we've been busy. That's why we were behind a week. We've been busy. Things have been crazy.
Yeah. How's your grandma doing? Or is that still to come?
She was here. She was, well, not here, but she was visiting my home. She was only there for a couple days. But she was lovely. She was great. Hadn't been to my house in a while. She got to meet the ducks. She got to see the motorcycle and all the house plants. And so she was updated on my life.
And so you went from hosting grandma to a short-term trip to Philly, correct? Did that already happen too?
The other way, yes. So Philly, we were in Philly for a week. Frick Philly, by the way.
Yeah, Frick Philly. Did you wear your Frick Philly shirt?
I didn't.
Clearly,
they will
since
kill
you're
people
still
there.
Yeah.
So I was in Philly for a short-term missions trip for 5 days or so, and then I came home and Grandma was in for a couple days, and then my brother-in-law was in for the week, and then we left for vacation, and that's where I'm at right now.
Yeah, hard-working man, even on vacation, he's taking time to make sure we got some content.
That's right.
Daddy made you your favorite. Open wide.
I made you some content. You beat me there. What have you been up to?
Working, living life, and Emily and I decided to take the jump and expand our family. Get some little ones running around.
Aww.
Pitter-patter of young feet.
That's right.
And we got ourselves some kittens.
Aww.
We got ourselves 2 kittens. Emily, are you wrangling the kittens up? Yeah. So we're heroes.
Wow.
Yeah, we're rescuers. We've rescued these kittens from the Humane Society.
Wow.
So first we have wait, not this one. First we have Clementine. Oh my gosh, look how precious she is.
So precious.
She will do this.
Shy girl.
Forever.
Just really
She's just like a
fully
little
up in your
baby. She'll let you do what you want to her mostly.
She was eating.
We took her away from food, and so she doesn't really purr a lot, so you can't really hear it. But Clementine here was the reason why they got adopted, because Emily was looking for an orange cat with the name Clementine, and she popped up.
Cute if we named an orange cat Clementine, and her name was already Clementine.
And so we found her on Pet Finder, and we went, and then here you go, happened to have a brother.
Bonded with.
Oh, his name was Blaze, right? And
Pass.
And that seemed pretty lame.
Yeah.
And so we spent 3 days without calling him anything other than
Just
like boy or bud. And then I settled on the name Bert for Bert Kreischer.
That's so nice.
And that'll forever be his name in my heart.
It was vetoed.
But it got shut down. Or some other contenders.
Well, she can't stop you. She can't stop you from calling it what you want.
Archer.
Sushi.
We thought about sushi. But then we have a mutual love of a TV show called The Originals, which we started watching before we found out it was actually a spin-off of The Vampire Diaries.
Oh,
The Originals is so much better.
Oh.
In my opinion.
Vampire Diaries.
And the name Klaus is the name of like the hybrid main character
Or antagonist.
Anti-hero.
Solid
And
name.
so Niklaus here, Klaus, as we will only refer to him as,
Precious.
I call him Klaus sometimes.
is he's the baddie boy. I don't know if he's purring right now.
No, for
but
the audio.
He purrs like a machine, which is kind of why I wanted to go with Bert.
Don't
But
put him on the kitchen table.
okay, I'll take him off the kitchen table. He's a little bit of a baddie boy, and he's actually being so well behaved. I'm surprised.
Usually
Aw.
Yeah. So those are our. That's us. Okay.
Show them both at the same time so you can tell them kind of apart.
No for the audio. Mario's
Holding a
holding
cat upside
two
down.
cats.
Poorly
Poorly.
holding two cats. So this is Clementine here, and this is Niklaus here,
Welcome, Niklaus.
and this is us. I'm a dad.
Wow, congrats, dude. Cat
Yeah,
dad.
He's a dad. I don't want to discriminate between species. I'm not a speciesist.
Okay.
Debut. You're famous.
I think you should be a little bit of a speciesist.
President's gonna know you.
It is kind of harder being a cat dad than a regular dad.
Right.
Because when it comes to regular babies, Emily's staring at me, so I'm just going to double down.
Yeah.
It's
that's
easy
the
to be a
only thing.
dad. It's hard to be a mom.
Okay.
So
Oh,
it's super, super easy being a dad. But a
Okay.
cat dad, it's so much harder.
When you said you were going to double down, I thought we were going to get like some reasoning or.
No, I was going
Just,
to double
like,
down by
say it
making
again?
worse opinions.
Got it. Okay,
Yeah.
just say it again.
Yeah, say it again, but worse.
Love it. Wow, cat dad. Good for you.
Cat dad it is. Yeah, so they've been here at the time of posting a week and 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
2 weeks.
A week and 2 days.
A week and 2 days. And,
Last Friday.
yeah, man, just the weight of being a dad for that long already.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I can see the gray hair already.
Yeah.
Should
But
we
these
hash
ones-
out? Should we hash out your betrayal of me right now, based on the cat world?
Oh, I'd love to. I was curious if this would happen.
Me too. I couldn't decide if I should never bring it up, but this seems like the right time.
All right, so for the listeners, Chris hates his cat. He prays for its death.
True.
He's thought about the greatest moments of his life, and he's
Yeah.
been thinking about the next one to add to his Mount Rushmore, and that one will be when he wakes up and his cat is motionless.
True. Speaking of double down, this does not make me feel bad at all. My cat is old, and it's
Yeah.
time for my cat to go.
She's not much of a
So,
cuddle
I'm
bug,
ready.
right? And I mean, unless you're asleep, then she'll crawl all over you. Also, I'm allergic to cats. I've found
Yeah, I
out
can
since
see
we've got this
you
cat.
rubbing your eyes, etc. That's not
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. So a few months back, Chris and Sam asked me and Emily to take in Minerva if we could.
That is right. That
Take
is
in
right.
their elderly cat. And at the time, it was a no for several reasons.
Okay.
And was it never communicated as a full
No. It was a. We'll get back to you.
You thought I did it. It was a big misunderstanding.
And then-
You trying to text
See,
Sam.
Emily's uncomfortable with uncomfortable situations.
I know.
She
I was
wants to
hoping she'd be
make it
uncomfortable.
work.
So I asked you if you would.
I know.
You talked to Chris.
I know.
I talked to Sam.
I was wondering if you would be available to adopt our cat and let it finish out its days in Pittsburgh. And the answer was, we'll get back to
He's
you.
talking.
The the answer was.
I'm happy to do a cable split so you can also be a part of this.
The answer was, we'll get back to you, and then I see on Facebook that we got new cats, and so
No.
I was like, oh, I guess
So to
not.
get back to you, and then it's been several months. And
That's
then
true.
We
That's
got
true.
cats. So
That's true.
here's our thought process, and so I'm glad that we're such good Diablo friends that we can work through this.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Kona died 2 years ago. Elderly dog that we had, loved her to death. When we had to put her down because she couldn't walk anymore and she was going to the bathroom all over herself,
Yeah.
I cried pretty hard for
Yeah.
a while. And then a year after that, Lily, Emily's sister's cat, but basically family cat, she passed away. She passed away at home. She was again old, elderly, and didn't feel good. We were there for her last breaths, and then we thought about it for a while. We're like, maybe one day we would be at a place where we would like to take in elderly, animals to give them a good few years, because we gave Kona great years. We gave Lily great years, and before I moved in with them, they had a dog, Brindle, maybe 5 years ago now, 6 years. She's a dog who had a long life, and then her and her sister, I think, were up all night with her when she passed away.
Mm-hmm.
So, the one day we'd like to give old, unwanted, mistreated animals a proper place to pass on. Definitely wasn't the time yet. Definitely wasn't the time yet.
You know what's funny is I thought that's what I was doing. When we adopted Minerva, they told us she was 12 to 15 years old. And I was like,
She's just like an old-looking 4-year-old cat.
They had dental, like everyone knew this cat is old. And so I was like, it'd be lovely for me to take this cat out of the trailer with 100 cats, bring it into my home, give it love for its last year, 2 or 3. And it's now looking at like 6 years. And she's still kicking. And worse than ever, you know, like she doesn't take care of herself well. I don't know if I told you, did I tell you I found her tooth on the floor?
Note for the listeners that his not taking care of itself, teeth falling out cat is the one he wanted me to take home.
No, it's what I asked you if you wanted to take home, and you didn't answer me. Yeah. So, you know, they have like the fangs on the top and the bottom. She's now missing one of each. So she's got like a like a mismatched fang situation going on. Jeez. It's sort of sad. But I mean, she eats pretty well. Like, I mean, like, that's the thing. She like seems like she's not taking care of herself, but like she's eating fine, she's pooping fine. It's like I'm ready for her to go. I'm ready for her to leave this place. I think she would be happier on the other side. I would definitely be happier with her on the other side. Yeah.
Just jump back up. This baddie boy climbed all the way up here. But yeah, so we got cats.
Wow, you did it.
You still have your old cat?
Yeah, for now.
You haven't dumped her on the side of the road yet? Because
no.
We're curious, because we started a pets thread in the chat, the group chat we're in.
Yeah.
And he did not post Minerva. And Emily's like, what happened to Minerva?
No, she just doesn't count. We don't take pictures of her. She's not cute.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Well, the reason we asked you is because we were at a place where we're like, this cat needs to go. So, we may end up taking her back to the shelter. Because, like, when we got her, the shelter's a strong word. It's a farm. It's, like, a really nice, like, situation for her to go back to. But when we got her, we, like, signed an agreement that said if we were ever, you know, changed our minds or whatever, we would take her back there. I think we could probably find her a perfectly fine home, but she may end up going back to the farm here soon.
Also, an additional level of the story is you're not the only friends who asked us to take in their cats.
Oh, yeah?
Recently, how recently? I'm not going to drop her name, but we had a friend a couple months ago who wanted to give us both of her cats because she's getting married and her soon-to-be husband's, like, I guess super allergic to cats, maybe? Or...
And they have like, aggressive dog.
And like a dog that probably would kill them if they brought them.
Right.
And so we're like, okay, we want cats, we want kittens, we want, like... Oh my gosh, you're so adorable. And did we tell? Well, you know, this other friend, she's probably hot, not fire, but hot. We're Diablo, so you would have precedence, but again with the whole old animal thing. But then saying no to them, but yes to you, and saying no to you, but yes to her. We figured we'd just offend you both by getting our own cats.
You nailed it.
Who cares?
I do.
They have other options. Take it to the farm. Take it out back. Make her an outdoor cat against her will.
Oh, she wouldn't last a second out there.
Problem solved. So yeah, but I'm as happy as I am to have these cats run around. I'm curious. Have you gotten your first egg yet?
No, it'll be some time.
Oh, how long does it take a duck to lay an egg?
Like 6 months.
Jeez, that's a long time pushing.
I know. So like November or so, November or December maybe, is when we should be able to start getting them.
Hopefully we'll be so removed from the pandemic by then. We'll have WrestleMania weekend put back on, and then we can have some nice duck eggs in the morning. That's
true. We will have plenty, I assume.
Yeah.
And no cat. With any luck, we'll have no cat.
We'll bring ours up. You can have ours.
There you go.
Oh man. So, you did talk about how you're a podcaster already. Have you grown more comfortable into being calling yourself a podcaster, or is it still just this like weird hobby?
That's a great question. I don't think that we talked about this, because I think it was on the one that didn't air that we talked about it. I know we talked about it on the one that didn't air, but I don't think we talked about it outside of that.
The ever-running list of episodes that we won't show anyone.
That's right. So what happened was we had been podcasting for some time. You know, we're in a network. We have a sponsor, Patchwork Planting. I'm wearing their shirt right now, and it's like, I guess I'm a podcaster. So I tweeted when can I call myself a podcaster without without it being a joke, you know? Mm-hmm. And some guy said, like, most podcasts don't make it past, I want to say it was 10 episodes. And it was somebody commented, and that was somebody that I know that is a podcaster, that does podcasting, is like a kind of a big deal in like the youth ministry world. Mm-hmm. And so I just happened to be posting like our 11th episode the next day or something. So I was like, I guess I'm a podcaster.
You made the cut.
I guess we did it. So I put it in my Instagram bio, but I couldn't just say podcaster, so I put podcaster with an eye roll emoji in parentheses to deal with my shame.
I wonder if I'll ever update any of my bios. I got in an argument with a friend of ours, a mutual friend, Dave. Not the one up by you, but the one we went to college with. Uh-huh. And so I took a quote of his as a comment, and I made that my bio. And I screenshotted it, and then I sent it into the chat we were arguing in. So he did the same thing. And I don't use Twitter enough to really justify. Yeah. Maybe it's time. Maybe it's time to make some updates, because we are.
I like to curate mine.
This is episode 23, and we also have 24 and 25 already recorded. Yep. So we're doing it, babe.
It's happening, babe. We get feedback sometimes. Not often enough.
Do you not listen to the podcast?
Did she just ask why that happened?
She got shocked because I called you babe, but the only person I call babe is her.
So rude.
Because of the traditional interpretation. I'm trying to work with this guy. You know, he's almost 30. He's a youth pastor. He's trying to stay hip. I'm trying to encourage him.
Again, none of my kids call me babe. No kids are calling each other babe. That's not a young person thing.
Man. Oh, are you still planning on getting the improv team to come back in the fall from college?
It's tough because I can't really talk to anybody until the school year started. But I have the improv team come to our church every year. I have every year since I've been there. So I'd like to.
I have a bitter moment.
Oh.
I was thinking about this. Sometimes I'll go on walks, sometimes I'll be at work, and I'll just have random thoughts.
Sure, yeah.
About things from years ago. I came up with a great name for the improv team, and
oh no,
it got shut down. No one wanted to use it.
Am I gonna hate it? I'm gonna hate it.
I want to test it with you right now.
Okay.
So here's some history for our listeners. The improv team is called the Improv Ministry.
Yeah, it's called UVF Improv, I think now.
UVF Improv, VFCC Improv, the improv team. We had when Mike was running it, he called it Activate Improv. Mm-hmm. And so I wanted a better name. And so I put my hand to the task, and I thought that I came up with a perfect one. And it was going to be called Impractical Proverbs. And it's kind of like a play on Impractical Jokers, right? But Impractical Proverbs went on a t-shirt stacked above each other. The first two letters of Impractical is I-M, and Proverbs, it starts with P-R-O. Uh-huh. V. And so it would be Impractical Proverbs would be the name, and I already had merch ideas where it would, in red, it would say improv. So you would see it's an improv team, but it says Impractical Proverbs. And I think I only told a leader. I don't think I told the whole group, because if I told the whole group, then you get everyone on your side and you overthrow the leaders. But I just told the leader about it, and it went nowhere. Yeah. And so, how do you feel about the name Impractical Proverbs?
Hate it.
You hate it?
Hate it's a strong word. But I don't know. I think maybe I have a problem. I think maybe I should have said I liked it and told you how much I liked it. But but I just don't do content well, I guess. But what I'm gonna say is the one I like is UBF Improv. Like calling it just what it is like what I like to do now, which is not as entertaining as a fun like play on words. But I get it. I can't even say I like it. I
So
get
like audience
it.
of one
I
should be
appreciate it.
like the UVF story team.
Yeah, drama ministry or something. Yeah, I kind of do think that. I don't know. Everything used to have a name, and I just think it doesn't anymore. It's just confusing, and there's just too many.
Yeah, I put a lot of weight there, saying like, oh, maybe I'll get Chris's perspective, and then that'll be the correct one. And then it turns out it was not the correct one.
Like even our church, like I want every ministry to just be called like men's ministry, women's ministry. Everyone has
like
to
the
come up with a
Steelers.
name
Like what the
these
heck's
days.
the Steelers? No, the Pittsburgh football team, right? Like
There is a
the
trend.
Pittsburgh hockey team, the Pittsburgh baseball team.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm just telling you.
Hey, if you guys looking for someone to name your stuff, be sure to
I'll
reach
name your
out to
stuff.
Chris at Chris McNaney.
I'd love to name your stuff at Chris McNaney.
Hey, I'm starting a boat repair service. All right, boat repair service, LLC.
What's that? Oh, what's that? Parks and Rec. What's that?
Oh,
Ron
now you're
Swanson.
gonna come up with a fun name.
Ron Swanson has like a tree service at the end, or like it's a construction. It's called Very Good Construction. Yeah, I think that's what it is. He says, I love shopping at food and stuff. It's where I get all my food and most of my stuff. So I'm with it. I agree with Ron Swanson there.
All right.
I thought we should be called Chris and Mario Podcast, but you shot that one down. So
Yeah.
just kidding. That didn't happen.
No, that happened. He said it happened. Yes, and don't take it back.
I shot it down. Right. That's what I mean. That's what I was trying to get at. So I wonder, should I be lying more for comedy's sake? I don't know.
Well, if we look to our idol, Bo Burnham, he's not honest for a second up here. Honesty's for the birds.
That's what they say, baby. Well,
dude, you're on vacation though. How's that? I feel like you're always on vacation.
do you? I also feel like that sometimes.
Because you just were at your timeshare trade thing.
Yeah, I mean, but that was like, I don't know. That it seems like these ones were close. But I now get 3 weeks of vacation with my job.
I've officially
Holla.
worked at my job for 1 year, so I think like next week, 1 year. That means I get a week's vacation.
Nice.
And then
What?
next year I get 2 weeks, and then in 25 years they send me anywhere I want in the world for a week.
Whoa, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. I think it was Bernie who went to Italy like 2 years ago.
Dang.
It's in 25 years though. We got 24 years to plan out our perfect vacation.
24 years and like the job enough to stay for 24 more years.
Yeah. They keep moving me around, man.
Yeah.
We're losing a lot of people. So if you guys looking for jobs, private message me because I'm not going to say where I work on air.
Yeah. Yeah, we're at the end of the Outer Banks, so we're like we're with the Sam's whole family, so there's like gonna be 20 of us in this house. We're 5-minute walk from the beach, and we have this 3-story house. It's super, super nice. We're loving it.
Did you bring your son with you?
No, I don't know which one you're referring to, but no.
Is he watching the dogs and the ducks right now?
Yes. Dave's at the house watching, taking care of the homestead.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
He
actually did have some good news for me this morning. He said the cat seemed really sick, and so I was like, ooh, this could be it while we're going. This could be it.
I had an RC Cola incident a couple weeks ago. Yeah.
Tell me all about it.
So it was the joke was gonna die, but my brother encouraged me to keep it going because he laughed at it once, and that's all it takes. All it takes is one laugh.
Wait, your brother listened?
No, in person. He doesn't listen to the show.
Got it. Understood.
So listeners know I love RC Cola. And we were at King's, which I think is a very Pittsburgh-y diner
I think so.
thing.
I think you're right.
And we sit down. It's just me and Emily, and this like waitress who's probably been doing this for like a week and a half comes up. She's like, "Oh, can I get you guys anything to drink?" I said, "Can I get an RC Cola?" And rather than saying no, she was stunned. She's like, "What?"
Like she's never heard of RC Cola before?
Like it's silence that anyone would dare ask for RC Cola. And Emily's mortified. And I just laugh out loud. I was like, I'll just take a Pepsi. And she says, Is Coke okay? I go, oh my gosh, you guys don't even have Pepsi?
Wow, so rude.
So I ended up getting I either got a Coke or I got like a Sprite or something. Like I switched it up entirely, I think.
Wow.
But usually you hear, is Pepsi okay? So the fact that like everyone always asks for Coke and then it's, is Pepsi okay? The fact that at a place where they serve Coke, not only did I ask for a Pepsi, but I asked for the further removed RC Cola.
Yeah.
I had a blast with it. Emily was like, you gotta stop doing that. It's not funny. But I'm laughing, so clearly it's funny to me.
Wow, yeah, it's true. But that server doesn't get paid enough for your crap, for your antics, you know?
Yes, she does. I tip probably 25%.
You tip her well enough to make fun of her?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good.
She
As long as you tip her
service.
Well. That's fine. You know that people are still making $2.83 an hour?
Uh-huh.
What a world we live in.
Well, they're making minimum wage. They're
Right.
making $7.25 in Pennsylvania.
They're paid by their employer $2.83 an hour. Bananas.
Well, if they don't get tipped enough to make minimum wage, then the workplace has to pay them. Which sounds like a quick way in capitalism to get removed from the schedule.
Yeah, to be so bad that your employer has to make up for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, unless, like, I've been in shifts where I went in for a 4-hour shift and had one table.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's just inactivity of the restaurant because the restaurant was so bad that they didn't bring in any customers for me. Logic's okay.
I want to know how your butthole's doing.
Wow, thank you for asking. And it's great. Actually, to be even more up to date, it's only okay because I'm on vacation. So okay, let's back up.
So you're used to it, and now you're back to scratchy old toilet paper.
I know. I love the bidet. I don't think we've talked about it at all since the day I installed it, but hadn't used it yet. Mm-hmm. But it's great. Couple things about it. The accuracy is alarming. Like
how accurate it is.
Yeah. Like, is everyone's butthole in the exact same place? How does it go, like, right there every time? It's so crazy to me.
That's a great question. Do you think people are, like, purposefully aiming our holes at the center of the toilet? Or do you think there's some people who have the junk coming out, like, at, like, the back towards the seat or, like, at the front?
My goodness. Yeah, I don't know.
Like, positioning, like... It's obvious to sit down and then it's just right where you want it to be, and clearly the bidet people have figured out that angle as well. How'd they find out? Did they set up cameras?
Obviously, there's some research involved.
But
I don't know, man.
I've seen some people painting the back of the toilet, so I wonder if we do have some backsitters at my work.
Maybe, but that's probably, like, you're sick. If you're painting anything, you're sick. It could go anywhere at that point.
Yeah, that's true.
Let me ask you this.
Huh?
Go ahead.
Well, is it going to be more bidet stuff? Because I have toilet stuff I want to talk about. Okay,
yes. Let me keep going on the bidet. Let me ask you this. How many sheets of toilet paper do you use on average for a sitting?
Without the bidet?
That's true. You've had a bidet for a long time. Without the bidet.
Sometimes I don't use it. Sometimes I forget. Or sometimes, I take a quick little drop off and I don't feel like sitting to dry. So I'll just go in for the wipe.
Wait.
I still own toilet paper.
Did you just say sometimes you forget to wipe?
No, sometimes I forget that I have the bidet. Maybe I said it poorly. Sometimes, you have a ghost poop. You go down, you freaking blast it out, wipe with toilet paper. There's nothing on the toilet paper.
No, it's true. It's true, but you
Actually,
need to try.
I've never had that.
Oh, really? I've had it.
The confidence.
Yeah, right. I would always try, though.
I think that was a ghost poop. And you
just go on with your day?
You just pull them up.
I don't know, my guy.
Then you walk up to the office, but I was like, "Oh, what's that smell?" You're like, "Oh, I guess it wasn't.
False alarm.
Wasn't a ghost."
Okay. Anyway, my point is, I can't decide if I was just using very little toilet paper before, or if I'm doing something wrong, because it takes so much toilet paper to dry, or do you just not dry?
I dry. I drip
Like,
dry a little bit. Like as soon as I turn
Yeah.
off the hose, I don't just freaking wad up the thinnest paper that exists in the world and it'll fall apart. And then
Okay, well, tell me about it. How long do you sit there? You just like shake it around a little bit, or?
I watch a few TikToks. All right.
Okay.
Sit there, let it drip, and then
Maybe that's the secret.
then after like my legs start to go numb from my elbows being toasted on them while I'm watching TikToks, and I'll be like, oh,
Yeah.
it's probably time to get out of here, and then I take a little one wad, usually one wad.
That's disgusting. I can't believe I brought this up with you. Have you ever seen? Did you watch Middle Distance Schwartz?
This is me mimicking how to roll it.
I
by the
know.
way.
I know.
That's not how I actually do it. That's just the mimic.
But the way you describe it as a wad, you might as well be doing the whole. It's hard to note for the audio this motion of wadding paper.
I guess
on your
there's a
hand.
difference between my drying folds and my wiping folds.
Tell me everything.
Riveted content here. Probably like 6 sheets. It's
For wiping.
for those listening, it's Scott's 1000, so it's like the cheap stuff. But it's like the name brand of the cheap stuff that we get, and it's not the advanced comfort stuff. It's the Scott's 1000. Grab about 6 sheets, fold it into thirds, so it's about 2 sheets wide. Wipe, fold, wipe, fold, wipe, drop, and I'm almost done. With 6 sheets of toilet paper, that's about all I need. Sometimes I'll do it twice. So I'm already on I feel like I'm already on the cusp of not using that much toilet paper compared to the average person.
Wow.
Or do you use less than that?
I'm stunned. I do use way less, but I use like ultra strong.
Okay.
So that maybe the difference
it's like
there.
3-ply. Or 4.
But-
Ultra strong, that's like 5-ply.
But listen, are you telling me that you fold and put? Sure, it's concealed, but dirty toilet paper reapplied to your butt.
Fold it so that the person dirt is in the middle, and then you wipe again.
Wow.
You said wait. So
I would
you
never
use-
do that.
So you
I've never
don't-
done that.
You don't reuse, and you use less toilet paper than me somehow.
Yes.
Well, you just got the all strong. You take off one square, wipe, drop. One square,
Mario,
wipe,
don't
drop.
stop it. Stop it right now.
No, I
Because
want to
yes.
know. I want to know. Also, wait. Sorry, I was reaching the wrong angle. No.
Yeah, that's right. I'm going up and under. Yeah.
Yeah.
So listen, if I do sense it's a ghost poop, I will try on the first time with 1 sheet. But usually the first one is 2, and then I will decide if I need another or not.
We're using completely different type of toilet paper.
We are in different
If I use one,
universes.
If I use one, I gotta light candles because I'm going right through. I'm going right through. There's no way. Scott's 1000. is
Yeah.
working with
No, I
one
get that.
sheet.
There are some things like in my life that I splurge on, and that is the number one thing. Like actually, I'm on vacation and I brought my own toilet paper.
There's cheaper than Scott's 1000, but Emily won't let me get it because she's a fan of the 1000.
I am.
But it's pretty like, if we're talking like alcohol here, it's like bottom shelf toilet paper.
This is shocking and disturbing. So we didn't even get to where I was going.
We got to compare sheets. We got to find out how
we
thick.
got to get to the bottom of this.
And so, wait, how many times do you go back? So you do 2 for your first wipe, and then 1.
That's usually
then
it. I'm usually
that's
done.
it? 3 squares and you're done.
Usually.
Okay. So at
A
most
standard, like if I haven't had like a bunch of greasy fried food or whatever, that is a good poop, yeah.
Sometimes I'll take. Oh, maybe I'm doing my squares wrong. Because I'll get a 5 sheet and I'll fold it into thirds. So it's still like 3 thick.
Even your width is baffling to me. Like
Because I
the
got a good
thing that
hand.
I have
Got a
put
good
in my
streak.
hand,
And then you fold, and then you.
your
and then a little
butthole is
bit more
roughly the
every
same
fold-
size as mine.
Every fold is a little bit more strategic.
This is out of control.
You know, accuracy increases as you continue with the folds.
Okay.
Usually about 3 folds.
Do we need a whole
Wipe,
episode on
fold,
this? Should we
wipe,
cut this
fold,
whole
and then
thing?
maybe wipe and drop?
Let's cut this whole bit and just make a whole episode out of it.
If we get sponsored by Tushy, I think we could get more content out of this.
This is out of control. Okay, well, so where I was actually going was that It's the drying part that I don't think I'm saving toilet paper. I feel like I'm using the same amount or more toilet paper to dry.
Well, that's because neither one of us have invested into the next step.
Oh.
Butt towels.
Yeah.
They're supposed
I get it.
You're supposed to butt towel it up. There's no poop there because you blasted it all off.
It's all blasted.
If you're operating your thing right, then you just dab dry, and then I assume you've put it in the dirty clothes.
Yes.
Or do you do multiple dab dries with the same sheet? One.
Oh, she
done.
doesn't know. She doesn't know. How big is your
How
blowhole?
big-
It's so tiny.
How big is the sheet?
Yeah.
Like a washcloth sheet?
If it's a washcloth, I feel like I could get at least 3 out of that.
One per
Just like
corner.
moving around.
Boop.
Yeah, right.
Boop.
Each corner.
Boop.
You're right.
Boop. Done. Now,
Okay.
Now, the second you get a Hershey Kiss, and you're like, okay, this one's done.
Yeah.
Clearly, I
would
didn't,
hope so.
I didn't run this one long enough. You don't go, oh, I'll fold that one. You don't fold the washcloth.
You just flush it at that point.
Oh, man. Well, what I wanted to say further on toilets is that I don't understand why round toilets still exist, but I think we've exhausted this conversation. So I'll just, to sum up my thoughts on this, round toilets suck. Oval toilets are the best. I don't understand.
Easy.
You're saving space, I guess, if you've got like a real tiny bathroom,
Right.
but like the only person who's going to the bathroom comfortably is like a child.
Yeah, agreed.
So,
Wow. Okay, we did it. That was not what I thought it was going to be today.
yeah, that's a long time to talk about pooping.
I think I've learned some things though. I'll tell you.
I
that.
want to, but here's the thing: when we discovered our wiping strategies, like on
Yeah,
the
yeah.
leaner to the side and back, and you reach from the front under, that created a lot of drama in our chat.
Yeah.
So
I was outnumbered in that particular group, which led to some ridicule. But I think in a bigger sample size, I think I might be a better representative.
Front Wipers Unite.
Brought to you by Front Wiper Gang.
So yeah, I think we're right around to the 40-minute mark. So I think rather than try to shoehorn something else in, I think we should leave it up to the listeners. Let us know how many squares you're using.
Tell us
What-
everything.
What angle are you wiping? Have you switched to bidets yet? And and if you're a towel user, dryer offer, we'll try to get you on to the next Welcome Back talk so we can talk about the your wiping strategy.
Because what we need is more toilet talk.
Yeah,
Or is this
for sure?
a segment? Toilet talk is a whole segment on its own.
It very well might become that if the listeners grab a hold, the backers, if you will.
All right, well.
Hey man, enjoy the rest of your vacation. You definitely
I'm
deserve
going
it.
to.
It's one of the hardest working men I know. So relax. You're on the beach, so if you enjoy that part, lay out on the beach. If you enjoy swimming, get some strokes in, and man, have a great time. And I'm excited for when we come back. We have 2 episodes of Bo Burnham, and then something that you guys don't know about. So
Very exciting.
Maybe we'll figure out what it is too.
I think so. Well, until then, we'll be right back.
Be right back.
Oh my god, just do your stupid part.
Okay.